Why the Einstein's relativity is not perfect? The formula E equal mc2 equals the energy and the motion of the whole mass, but does not consider the real vector that's given by electromagnetism using the vector speed. Electromagnetism is a vector similar to a real train that carries 299,792,458 meters of real wood, the ones used to actually measure the real things. You can imagine this real travel. It's really made from this ratio, in which there are meters above and below one train. Each 1 second, 299.792.45 meters on a train in the speed of 1 meter every second. Now, I ask to your intelligence, if in 1 second minute the 299,792,458 meters arrived, is not arrived the train too? Is not energy also the motion of the electromagnetic train? This is the great misunderstanding of Mr. Albert Einstein, to have not considered the existence of the energy of the 1 second as vector. One electromagnetic train is the time vector of 1 second in the speed of 1 meter each second. But there is another to see. The formula E equal mc2 for E equal 1 joule and M equal 1 kilogram is, because 1 joule is 1 kilogram meters every second squared, we have that 1 joule equal 1 kilogram to the squared of the c speed. Putting the value of 1 joule here as its quantity, we have that 1 kilogram meter squared second squared to minus 2 is equal to 1 kilogram multiplied 80.98755 multiplied by 10 raised to 16 meters squared multiplied second raised to minus 2. Dividing this equation for the same quantity, it does not change. It is a general rule of the math. So, dividing for this quantity, here the first member and the second member, we have that at the sides of 10 raised to minus 17, 1 is not 8 10.98755, and so going on. Is not even 10 minus 1, but 10 minus 1.01245, and so going on. Only when c-speed is 3 to 1, plus 1 can be minus 1 from the 10 cycle. In fact, 0.1 corresponds to 10 minus 1 in the 10 cycle, where 10 points corresponds to 0 points. So Mr. Einstein has put this mistake to have not considered the electromagnetic vector as the time. He has considered the numerator of the matters and has not given quantity of matters to the second.
We can compare the time, the work that a bank puts in place for transfer of dollars. The dollars that leave are those of a cube having a side for $100 million. Expressed in all the transmission lines are transmitted $300 million. The work of the bank and holds you paid $207.542 for his work provided in a second, which transmits the remainder to $299,792,458. The amount retained by the bank complies with the unitary models that have been determined. The two values are 200,000 in electricity and magnetism, each given by 10 raised to 5. Within 10 raised to 10, 7 are the dimensions of speed 6/1 in the 6 directions of forward, backward, left, right, top and bottom. They are expressed in quantities of 1,000 mass attested compared to the cubic decimeter cubic meter. 540 is the unitary value of the intensity of light, expressed by a candle. All the linear sum value 200,000 7,540 must also consider the two-dimensional cross-sectional area of a 1 plus 1 to be 1 squared. Therefore, 207.542 units in our example are retained by the bank. Respect the unitary models that we have accepted. After placing it, these meters are extrapolated from 207.54 to 300 million euros at the start, and is given to the account only the remaining part, after the bank has demanded due to its brokerage. Since then, an energy does not annihilate anything. Those 300 million who have left have come in smaller quantities only because of the retention due to the cost that has been applied in accordance with the standard set for electromagnetism, and 100,000 is the amount given by the square root of 10 raised to 10. The model of speed 6/1 in the 6 forces that exist in the system in 3 dimensions of space, and the intensity of light, which is 9 out of every line, but must consider that there are 10 6 cycles as a unit.